Hey guys, Romie here. So please like, comment, subscribe. This is the foolery of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 6, Episode 4. Ugh. In with the new. So many new people. Why? Most of them are good for one season, and I already see where Mo's going with this mess. So let's continue where he started off, which was Jessica Dime with Sky, and Tommy brought Jock. Apparently, Tommy approached Jock, and of course, Tommy said, you know, originally this was a revenge plot, but now we're cool. Jock's really cool, so it's cool to hang out with him. Jock saying, you know, I wasn't sure if I was being used by Tommy, but you know what? Look at me. How couldn't she see something in me without it having to do with Carly Red? I said, Jock, really? Tommy's just waiting for Jessica Dime to go back to Carly and, you know, say all this mess. Mind you, they go and they start eating the food, and Jock's just in awe because he's watching all the ladies share the food. I said, alright, let's move along, because off with the foolishness. We have Sierra. She is a shop owner. She owns this, it's this, of course, nail salon. It's a salon because nails, hair, you name it, they do it there. And she has, you know, the best social media stars come through up in that place all the time, every day. And that's how she got her start. And she has all of these big people there. She has this assistant Mariah. Now, Sierra looks like, at first I was like, wait, Lil' Kim's sister? In a good way, not in a bad way, in a good way. I said, those cheekbones and that is Lil' Kim's sister with melanin. That is Lil' Kim if she was taller and wasn't wearing the Harajuku makeup. Because Lil' Kim, she didn't bleach her skin. She's just wearing that light makeup. I said, look at her. You see how these lights wash me out? Because I'm a lot darker than what you see. Yeah, same applies to what Lil' Kim puts on that light makeup. But Sierra said, okay, you can get off the show. And Sierra, you know, she likes this calm, relaxing atmosphere. Her what is it, Go Salon? Or her Chateau Salon? Whatever it's called. Anyway, Mimi, who is this social media presence, she does nails. She's not there. Sierra doesn't like her. So Sierra's assistant, Mariah, Sierra's assistant, Mariah, you know, she was always looking up to Sierra when she was growing up and saw how, you know, as soon as she got out of school, Sierra's husband told her to give her a shot, and now she's her assistant. I said, wait a minute. Something didn't feel right about when she said that. I said, Lord, if this child's sleeping with this woman's husband, oh Lord Jesus, because I already see some foolishness. She's sleeping with somebody's husband. I know that for a fact. Now she's saying how, of course, Mimi's her friend. Sierra doesn't like it because Mimi's just loud, over the top, and she doesn't fit in with the culture. But she figures since she has the most social media presence, again, this is her vein of social media and in and now. If this girl can bring in more people, then yeah, why not? I'll go and have her over. Jasmine, guess who she has over? She invites Carly, and Carly's there to go and act her butt off. And Carly's just like, oh, is this the stuff for the baby? And what's the baby's name? Whatever it is, but it starts with a K? Really? Wait, but Jasmine, how come you're moving all your stuff out? Well, Kirk isn't paying the rent anymore. After I went and sell all the stuff at Jocelyn's party, he's not paying the rent. Oh, you think? He was paying you hush money so that you wouldn't say anything. But you decided, I'm going to go and speak my piece. My baby will not be ignored. Even though your baby wasn't being ignored, your baby just wasn't being acknowledged by the general public. Your name was being dragged through the mud. What? Kirk isn't saying, why would he say anything? He wants to pretend like this never existed. Why would he go? See, that's why I said, you know what? I know I'm officially done with the storyline because that is some foolishness. But Carly's there because Carly is Inspector Gadget. Well, I guess, yeah, Inspector Gadget herself. And she's there because she wants to see the baby. The baby isn't there yet. Like I said, Kirk's been paying for the stuff. It is in Rashida and Kirk's old apartment complex. So Carly's is like, oh yeah, this is legitimate. The baby comes in right on time by, what's her name, Kiara. Brings the baby in. And it's just like, oh, can I see the baby? Oh my gosh, it has Kirk's dimple and Kirk's chin. Oh Lord, that's Kirk's baby. I said, of course the baby's cute, so that's not the problem. even though that shouldn't matter. Cannon. The baby's name is Cannon. And of course, Carly is just shocked and astonished, trying to figure out what's going on. So, why does Jasmine go and give her baby over to Carly so fast, someone who she doesn't really know, to hold on to the baby, to like do some examine, like yes, the baby is real, and yes, it's Kirk's. I'm looking at her like, so you really gonna let this fly? You really okay with... Okay, got it. Now Jasmine, on the other hand, Jasmine decides, you know what, Carly, what are you doing with that phone? Oh, nothing, girl. No, I just want to take a couple. Yeah, I'm just taking. Oh, nothing. Taking a picture or two. Jasmine said, you know what? Carly can take all the pictures she wants, because if she's gonna go and send it back to Rashida so that Rashida knows that the baby is real and the baby's hers, then that's all that matters. I'm saying. So you really let this woman go and take all these pictures? You know what? Go for it, because you know why you're really here on the show. So let her do whatever she needs to do. Yeah, I got it. This is complete trash. At first, I was really going to go in on Carly, but then I said no. Jasmine, this falls back on you and Kirk. It does. So I'm not even mad at Carly, even though, because I expect nothing less from Carly. This is right up her alley. Jasmine goes and takes the baby away. Now Carly's there with Kiara. Now, this is where Charlie's trying to figure out, so are you the babysitter? What's going on here? No, I am the girlfriend. The girlfriend of who? Of Jasmine and Rod. Ooh, wait, what? Yeah. Jasmine and Rod, you know, I was the original girlfriend. Jasmine came in. Originally, we had issues with each other, but now we're all cool. And Carly's trying to figure out, what does Rod have that all these women are going after? Because I'm thinking, leave him alone, Carly. Leave him alone. She's like, Mimi must have not told me everything. And I'm thinking, Carly, if you find this to be your next storyline for the next season, I'm done. Back off. And this is the other part where Kiara says, yeah, and Kirk, you know, met him at the club, just like how Jasmine met him at the club. We didn't know that we knew that we both slept with him. Wait, you what? Yeah. Kiara slept with Kirk too. Mind blown by Carly. Like, this is some mess. This is some real mess. I cannot believe... So you're trying to tell me that they are... And yet, no, how could this possibly be? This doesn't make any sense. I said, Carly, it gets worse. You just don't know it yet. So now Carly has all of this ammunition and information to go and run back to Rashida and everyone else. And anyone who will listen to her in Atlanta. Mama D, she goes and has a conversation with the Bams, and Bambi's trying to let me know, no, it's Scrappy who was the one who left. Scrappy said he was done with this whole situation, he was done with all this foolishness, and he was the one who bailed, and she's hurt because she said she's willing to work it out. And I'm thinking, is there anything to work out at this point? And Mama D is hurt because she wants her son to be with the Bam. She accepts Bambi for who she is. She actually likes Bambi. So the fact that her son is doing all this stuff is just too much for her. It's just too much. Now, here I am trying to figure out. I said, Bambi, what is... Never mind. Never mind. Because it's nothing right now. Because we're getting to that. So I will bring it back up. Now we get back to, what's her name? Lady Mimi? Not Lady Mimi. What's this girl's name? You know, she has over 1 million followers, and Tommy loves her. They're both parents. Mimi is just like, oh, she's married to this black man, and he did all this stuff for her, and, you know, here's her background. Her background is, what is she? Korean? Vietnamese? Something of that nature. And the thing is, she was born in, I think, was it Vietnam? And she came over here, and her parents, when she was 3, and I believe she lived in Detroit. Her parents didn't understand, the lifestyle or the people that they were around. But she quickly assimilated, and lovely Mimi said, you know what? My parents, they didn't really understand me. Now she's talking to Tommy. They didn't really understand me because they're trying to figure out why I was so different, why I was so bad, why I was getting in trouble, why I was in and out of juvie. And she said, you know what? And I'm glad that she said this. She said, you know what? I don't know why they put me in juvie, because all juvie did was make me a better criminal. That's all that did. Put me in and out of juvie and out of jail just made me a better criminal. And Tommy was like, me too. I was like, Tommy, as soon as I Googled you and saw your mugshots, I said, you know what? You my girl. You my girl. You're my girl. We gonna hang out. We gonna party. We going to the club. It's like, but you're such a good mom. And Tommy talks about how, she has been the best mother. She's been in that jail, but she's trying to do better. One of her daughters, her older daughter, is more so like her. She needs to watch her. But her younger daughter is just this free spirit, and so she's just trying to be a better mom. Lovely Mimi, like I said, she has this husband that went and changed her life, a couple of years ago, because before that she was still acting a fool. Now, Lovely Mimi, without all the extra stuff, I said, she's cute. She's cute. She is. With all the extra stuff, it's like, what is that? But without this, it's like, oh, look at her. And that's how a lot of people are. Well, actually, most people are the opposite. Without the extra stuff, they look like, ooh. But hers, the opposite. It's like the Jessica Diamond. Less is more. Less is more. So, even though, why is that whole Harajuku, bangs and long wig type of thing, is that just the in crowd for all the women in the industry right now who are like entertainers and on reality TV shows? Because at least hers is a different color, but what? And Tommy just acknowledges the fact that her and her mom have a tragic relationship, and because Lovely Mimi, her mom and dad, they're cool now because she's grown up, she's matured, they've been able to have real conversations. Her parents have a good relationship with their grandkids, and that's where Tommy wants to be. But Tommy likes her because they're essentially two halves of the same coin. And originally, because the thing is, Lovely Mimi isn't trying to be black. You can't try to be black. That doesn't make sense. You can be ghetto, ratchet, hood, and all of this, mind you, are Americanized versions of those words, because if you take it out of America, it means something entirely different. So there's that. So Lovely Mimi, she's extra. I can definitely see how that meter of to annoying could go by quickly, but I'll give her a pass for now. She came in and she told us some stuff about herself, so I'll give her a pass for now. Scrappy, we're thinking, wait a minute, is Scrappy, he can't be this, is he really taping himself on this camera saying that he loves the BAMs but flirting with this other woman? But no, they're actually in this acting class, and she's helping him out with his acting, because I guess if the music isn't working, he needs to go where the money is. And so acting, if people want to put him on the TV screens or in the movies, he's all for it. He probably talked to Stevie J, and Stevie J was like, hello, I can make some things work for you. Her name's Jasmine, she's been in a bunch of shows, and the thing is, him and Jasmine are close, so he tells Jasmine about his situation with, with the BAMs, and Jasmine was like, what? You two are, but what's going on? So why are you're not going to put in the work? You're not going to, Scrap was trying to say, look, Bambi, she's cool, but we argue all the time. We can't get along. She wants certain things from me, and I don't understand why, or what else could she want from me? It's just too much. We're two very different people. So I said, okay, be two very different people apart. That works. Now we're at this club, and we have another new person. Another new person who I'm not going to care about, who's only relevant for this season. I see Lovely Mimi staying on. Aside from her, all the other new people will be chopped within 1 to 2 seasons. Like, let's be real. Because Jessica Dime, even though Jessica Dime was like a turned down version of Lovely Mimi, that's exactly what it is. Jessica Dime was like a turned down version of Lovely Mimi. So they need someone who more energy, more just bubbly. Jessica Dime's a little bit more in the clutch, a little bit more reserved, a little bit more just like, hey, we in the club, partying, ooh, who you talking to? If there's confrontation, but aside from that, no. So we have Treasure. She is a radio personality, and the thing is, here's the whole crux of it all. Here is all of the foolishness. Treasure and Mariah are sleeping with married men. And they're both proud to be side chicks. They're like, well, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with being a side chick, because if the wife was doing what she was supposed to be doing, then he wouldn't be coming over to her. I said, what? A man or a woman's going to cheat if they really want to. It doesn't matter what their significant other does. How are you going to go and say something? Again, both of them, I want to say, no. No. You are wrong. Are you stupid or are you dumb for what you're saying? I want to know. Tell me so I can understand the difference. Even Jessica Dime, Mimi, lovely Mimi, and oh Jesus, and Tommy were like, so you're proud of being the side hose? And lovely Mimi said, I've been married for 3 years. So that whole side chick thing, I never understand why people think that's cute to go after someone else's. See, and I can't trust you. I definitely don't like you now, but I can't trust you. Thomas is like, I don't like you either. And then that's when Jessica Dime, of course, was talking about Tommy and the whole her and Jock, which turned into so now Treasure's like, wait, so you and Jock are a thing. Even though, and she didn't care about the Carly thing. That was irrelevant. Apparently, one of Jock's baby mamas, they always have that on again, off again relationship, and because of that, here comes Treasure like, so you're going after someone else's man? You're coming after someone else's man? And Tommy said, excuse me, I don't really want him. I don't. This is just a petty revenge plot. But you know what? I don't even like you, so I'm not going to go into detail regarding that. What I'm going to say is, it's none of your concern. He's not married. Their relationship isn't even real. It's for the show, and we know it. So that's why I said, this is fake. This is all for the show. This is all just for them to have fun. Once the show's over, they don't care about each other. That we know this cycle. Tommy knows it too. She's acclimated. You two need to catch up. Actually, you don't. You can leave. Because I was officially done with them then. I said, okay, Mariah, so you're fine with sleeping with a married man. So are you sleeping with your boss's husband? Because that would make a lot of sense. Make a boatload of sense. So I was fine with Tommy being ready to jump over the table at these new people. Like, who are they? Who are they? Jessica Dime's also like, no, y'all ain't cool. Like, y'all can still sit with us, but you need to go a couple of paces that way. Go a couple of paces that way, because apparently Treasure was saying that she knows Tommy. She's like, oh, I saw you in the club. Yeah, I saw you in the club. Tommy said, no. I was in the club. I was wearing a nice little outfit, but I wasn't up on no stage. She was like, oh, so you were on the floor. You were on the ground. We were up elevated on the stage. Like, so Don like, yeah, because you know I was in the club. You know I was up on that stage. Tommy said, no. Now, do I feel like if Tommy was really a dancer, she would just let it be known? Yeah. I can see Tommy being the type that would stay in the club and would get money and not even have to dance. I definitely could see that. So, again, these new people, Treasure, Mariah, Sierra, they can go. I'm giving lovely Mimi a chance. I'm giving her a chance. Now we have some... I was disgusted because I said no. No, and I'm so glad they did the camera angles to let us know that we weren't going to see all that mess. What we saw instead was Jock. He was naked. He was doing Carly's photo shoot for her book, erotic book. And the thing is, Carly talks about how her interaction with this child, and when she shows Jock the picture of the child and Jasmine, Jock's starting to remember, Jasmine, pretty in the face, kind of reminds you of a Rashida-esque. Oh Lord Jesus. Carly, I'm going to have to tell you something. What? I slept with her too. What? How could you do that? I said, y'all weren't even together. Why are you getting so mad? And she was like, no. He was like, well, excuse me, we weren't together. It's like, that's not the point. The point is, you slept with your friend's girl, or a girl that your friend was sleeping with as well. I said, come on, Carly. Like, you don't know that that's what goes on. And that's why I keep telling these ladies, don't say, oh, it's just the culture in Atlanta. Just going to these strip clubs and the men go. There's no problems. No! There's no problem sending your men to the strip club, but you need to do a pop-up every once in a while. Or forget a pop-up, say, you know, I'm going too. I'm cool, I'm down, you can get a lap dance, but I'm going too, because then this foolishness happens. This man really, he was like, well, I wore a condom, but that baby, that dimple, that baby could be mine. I said, oh, Jesus. That baby could be yours? Really? Really? That's the route we're going now. So now we have to figure out who's the baby daddy. Because the paternity test is going to happen. Jasmine's going to have one done, and the paternity test is going to happen. I said, this is... Oh, I'm done with this. Mama D, she goes and she enlists the help. She invites Scrappy over, and it's to this community center. He said, what? Just go in the room, babe. What? Just go in the room. Boy, don't make... Just go in that room. It's like, okay. He goes in the room, and we see the Bams. We see the Bams, and we see his father and his stepmom. Look. His stepmom and his father are both marriage counselors. I'm still trying to figure out, so, Mama D, you like the Bam so much and you actually want your son to be in a successful relationship, so shout out to you. You enlisted the help of his father and his stepmom. I said, this is one of the most sensible things I've seen out of Love and Hip Hop for moments, because you know this is real, the issues that they have between each other. Bambi's hurt because she's saying her grandmother died, and Scrappy was there for a couple of days, and then he bounced and went to LA to do a gig or party it up. And Scrappy was saying he was doing what he needed to do, and he said, first off, you didn't even look like you were upset when we were there. Of course she didn't look like she was upset. You were there comforting her, and she appreciated that. You left, and she was over it. Like, here's the thing. There's still a certain level of immaturity, I'm sure, between the two of them, probably not just Scrappy, that is still there. She's saying that he's mainly the one who's very immature. She thought that he changed over time. Clearly she was wrong. Scrappy's issue is that Bambi's really confrontational, and because she's so confrontational, all they do is argue. They argue all the time, and he doesn't want to be in a relationship where he feels like he has to come home and argue. And I agree with him. Why? Why do you put yourself through that if you don't have to? So she goes and leaves. He stays. Of course, his dad's just like, well, you know, do you think there's any chance of you two working it out? You two don't hear each other. You're on different pages. So it's like, exactly. And we're going to continue to be on different pages. So I said, that's fine. And I appreciate the fact that at least we got maybe 2 scenes that felt completely genuine out of this entire episode of foolishness. But then again, I'm watching Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. What do I expect? Especially since Jocelyn isn't in the fray anymore. The originals aren't in the fray anymore, so they had to bring in these new people. Sierra's over the fact that Lovely Mimi is back in the salon. Mind you, the person who Sierra was doing her eyebrows for had that look of, ugh, when Tommy came in. And also it's like, oh my gosh. Now that salon was very quiet. Very quiet. Very, very quiet. And Lovely Mimi invited Tommy, and Tommy and her were both going back and forth and laughing, saying, oh, see, I don't understand why you're here. Yeah, I don't understand why I'm here either, because I came here to go and get an opportunity to make a way for myself, but I see that this place is stuffy. It's not for me. I said, if it's not for you, then go and leave. You can do that. If you're a success, then go and leave. It's no problem. Sierra's like, you need to go and shh. And he said, no, well, you know, people, and Tom was like, if you allow people to talk, then maybe they feel more comfortable. This place is stuffy. I said, you know, not every salon is, some people like to go places and not speak. So, clearly, neither of you belong there. And that's the truth of the matter. But, Lovely Mimi said, let me go to get to the club. So she goes to the club with Sierra and Mariah. And here's the resolution. Lovely Mimi quits. Mariah's happy and exonerated, but Mariah, you know, she was just like, you know what? I'm glad that you want to be black ass. It's just like, oh, do something. You want to be black, want to be black. It's like, excuse me. Why is that, oh, she's trying to be black, she's trying to be black? She can be, you know, the American definition for hood or ghetto or ratchet. She could be that. Or she could just be extra in herself. That's not black. Ghetto ratchet hood is not black. So let's stop all that. And that's all I have to say to that. A fight almost ensues because it doesn't fall through. Lovely Mimi looked like she wanted to, but not really. And I'm glad that nothing really popped off there. So that's it. Please like, comment, subscribe. Come back next week.